right, y'all. Greetings. It is me again. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. Y'all, just got to say this. I have to say this. Cassie is not 100% a victim. Cassie is not 100% innocent. And I am going to actually post another video explaining why. I made this video yesterday explaining my thoughts about it. And then we get into the text messages and you're going to see why I feel that way. Because I said this the other year when she filed that lawsuit. She is not 100% innocent in this whole scenario. And if she really cared about victims of domestic violence, she would have been advocating for women all along ago. Like, where are the females that are under the age of 18 that have gone through things? She's not advocating for them. She's worried about herself and her bag and her money. All right, y'all, stop with the finessing, stop with the shenanigans. We can see right through it. And anyway, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully I'll be able to make more videos in the near future. I've been extremely tired, so I've been in here resting, relaxing. I tried to go outside and make a video, but I've been getting, as soon as I went in there, I got bitten. Like on my ankles. I put on ankle socks and tennis shoes, and these things still, they bite me through my clothes, y'all. So I must be too sweet. I must just be too sweet for these bugs. So I came back in the house and I said I'll just make my video in here for y'all. So I hope you enjoy this episode, and I will check in with y'all later. Signing out. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. I'm your hostess and your melanated queen. Today we're going to be going in on this Cassie and Puff Daddy, aka Diddy situation. And I have made this expression before on the channel. Cassie, in my opinion, is not, I repeat, Cassie is not a 100% innocent victim. She is not 100% victimized, all right? I think she has a stroke of manipulation, and sometimes like-minded people come together, all right? So let's get into it. So 2 hours ago, TMZ posted news updates. P. Diddy Cassie text exhibit launch. Diddy and Cassie text message entered as evidence exhibits. Diddy's federal trial kicked off earlier this week, as we all know. All right, so we're going to get into these text messages. It looks like Puff Daddy's twin daughters have stopped coming to court. The other day they left along with their younger sister, I believe. So the three of them all walked out. Now, I'm going to get into these text messages, and we're going to examine them. Okay, so as you can see right here, these are the text messages, you all. All right, I don't know if it's zooming in or not for you. Hopefully you can see it. There we go. These are the text messages, okay? So let's begin. All right, it says pop sell. All right, this was on July 16th 2012, 8:43 p.m. Not all of them. It says hello, I sent them yet. Not all of them. Sean Combs says, what you doing? At 8:43. Local user says, okay. Vocals, okay. Sean Combs says, how are vocals going? Local user says, they're good. I have all those sores on my tongue, so it's kind of uncomfortable. Y'all, this was in 2012. 2012. When did they say Cassie met Diddy? What was it, 2007, 2008, 2009, somewhere up in there? So she had been with him between 3 to 5 years at this point. Freak offs were going down already, okay? They're going good. I have all these sores on my tongue, so it's kind of uncomfortable. That is disgusting. That is nastiness. I mean, I didn't know people could get sores on their tongue. I know sometimes we bite our tongue, we burn our tongue, and it's like sore for that day. But if you know it or not, your tongue and inside of your mouth is one of the fastest healing parts of the body because it's so moist. So that is disgusting. It says, and I think I have another UTI, sad face. Y'all hold on for a second. Hold on for 1 second. There's a bug that flew in here when I opened the door, and I think it's like a little mosquito. I'm going to try to get rid of it. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, and I'm back. Thank you for patiently waiting. Okay, let's keep going. She thinks she has another UTI, urinary tract infection. It could have been that. It could have been something else. All right, I'm just saying. We really don't know. Anyway, how's your day? He says. No, she says, how's your day? Sean Combs says, I'm good. And then it says, this part is blurred out. It says it looks like it says SE sec, need you go to the doctor. Okay. She said, yeah, we did a lot. He said, what do you mean? A lot of D's, a lot of partying is what she said. And then he said, so you feel sick, question mark, I'm sorry, exclamation mark. That's what he told her. And then she said, why you sorry, question mark. She was down with the get down, y'all. Let's keep going, okay? This is July 17th, 2012. Hot to trot, y'all. Summertime. She was in the heat. Okay. I love it. Everything designer, that's on me. Yeah. That's why when I walk. Hey. Looking like you. Just trying to. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm finishing up. Is everything okay? She says. Sean Combs says, yeah, if you want to talk to me, you have 20 minutes. Sean Combs says, thinking about going to Europe next Friday. Was trying to talk to you about that, but you changed up the energy. Let's talk about it later. She says, I'm sorry, I want to finish the mixtape. Hold on. Man, okay. She says, I'm sorry, I want to finish the mixtape, y'all. Let's keep going. Okay, let me make this bigger so I can see it. Just as much, if not more, and I'm running on everyone else's time. I'm ready. I'm just frustrated. And then she says, "Are you okay?" That's why I'm telling you to make me a schedule. Okay, we'll work on, but I need your priority list. All right, so he wants a schedule, and she says, send me your priority list. So it sounds like she is taking direction from him, and she's ready to do whatever he needs her to do. I'll do Jade and Mike. Well, hold on. I'll do Jade and Mike Will Fauntleroy. Okay, question mark. And the Madonna, said Sean Combs. So in what order? I don't think I'm going to be able to finish 4 songs today. That's for next 2 to 3 days. Okay. And then just keep grinding, he says. She said, okay. Well, I get in kind of late. She says. We can just go to bed. You'll probably be tired. This is July 29th. Okay. She said, I doubt that. I'm going to sleep on the plane. LOL. It says pop cell. Is that what she called him? So what you want to do, woman? And no, I'm not asking you to FO. Basically, I'm not asking you to freak off. I want to know what you want to do. So it sounds like she's saying if he wanted to freak off to do the FO, she wouldn't be tired because she was going to get some rest on the plane. LOL. So then she says, get something to eat, smoke, take a walk. That's what she wants to do. Then he says, I don't have Dave's number. I want you to tell me a new fantasy of how you want it next time, says Sean Combs. Sean Combs, would Dave turn you on? She says, I don't know. I haven't even had time to think about it. I've been trying to think about you with a girl to get into it. And I'm starting to fantasize about that. And then she says, Dave, they blurred out his last name. Oh, the plane, so excited. She said, on the plane, so excited. Exclamation mark 3 times. And then my phone is dying though, so I'm shutting it off. All right. Then Something came in. Our member name is blank, and we just sent you an email on your Lifestyle Lounge account. We're a couple from Beverly Hills, California. The woman sends a picture. Dear blank, we saw your profile and we would like to get in touch with you. Please email us. We hope to hear from you soon. Many people have joined since you have last been online. So they have some type of site that they go to find people for these FOs, these freak offs, y'all. Sean Combs says, you ready for tonight? This was October 13th, 2012. She says, yes, October 13th. I just gotta get stuff. You got all you need, he asked. Man, you had all day, all day. It's always something. One day, he said. I said, answer the question, what am I doing? This is January 2nd, 2013. I don't know why it went backwards like this. What am I doing? Disrespectful in picture. What am I doing this? Respectful in picture. I don't know what that means, y'all. It says, what am I doing disrespectful in picture? Okay. I guess he's asking what is he doing disrespectful in the picture. And then she said, you're making me look like a side piece. And that is not what I thought I was, January 2nd. And you won't come to BS. We'll have a great time because for 2013, I'm not on any okie dokie bull. It is what it is. I am who I am to you. And I'm clear. We'll have a good time no matter what. I'm having a ball. Okay. It is what it is. I'll be happy with you no matter what, she says. I'll treat you as a king no matter what, she says. January 13th, 2013. Okay, so Sean Combs replied back, that is blurred out. Y'all. You up? We need to talk, he asked. You up? He asked. This is July 12th. It's jumping around. She says, going. Y'all, hold on. She says, hold on. All right, I'm turning the page. All right, so then going at 1:30 to get shots from the doctor, y'all. Going to get shots from the doctor now. Moved Makibo to 3. Matt is getting her the sessions. Thank you. I'm sorry that I fell asleep. Please don't worry about me. Take care of yourself and your day. I will keep you posted. Makiba said she caught something on the way to LA and has been in bed since yesterday. She said she has Monday available and she'd rather do Tom and Monday if I can. So we're doing that. Matt is getting her engineer the session. I think it's the stomach flu because I haven't stopped these cold sweats since last night. This is what she's saying. This is July 12th, 2012. So are you going to the doctor? He asked. Let's keep going, y'all. Yeah, at 1:30, she said. So then he says, call his phone, please. Call my HS phone, please. She said, I love you. Please don't stress me or what's going on with me. You're right. Let's keep going. Oh, okay. I need to take better care of myself. Even though I was sick, I heard you last night, the stuff about baby mama, kids, taking care of everyone, etc. I don't want to be another burden. I was really excited about last night. I have no idea what happened. Anyway, I do think you need time. Let's do our stuff separate. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull this up on the laptop because it's hard to read it on the phone because it keeps moving around and it's very small. So just a second. Let me get my laptop. I'm going to share these texts.